And that's why you're here right now. My mom's not proud that I'm a teacher. She's not proud. She's like, why can't you be more like your brother? He works for a tech company, like a real Chinese, and so tall, 5'4" la. She's not proud. But it's hard to be a teacher. It's hard to be a teacher. Like, you really have to watch what you say, right? Really got to be careful in the classroom. There's like one number that you can't ever say in the classroom. It's always a girl who like calls it out. Although this time I think it was a girl and the single man, as opposed to the girl and the guy with his arm around her. So I said some interesting stuff going on at that table. Nah. Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, you're sitting next to that. What is this? Like, husband, boyfriend, cousin. What's going on here? Cousin, says the other cousin sitting at the table. We're gonna have some very fun 69ing incest at this table tonight. I'm really excited about it. What I want to know, though, what I really want to know is who's the top and who's the bottom. No, you know what? Never mind. I'll figure that out alone by myself tonight with my vibrator. And yeah, no, you can't say 69 in the classroom. You cannot. Sometimes I'm like, class, turn to page, shit. 70. Oh, got it wrong. Turn back a page. They're too scared to call me out on that. Because they know they fuck with me. Parent-teacher conferences. I flirt with their dad. Yeah. He's making money now. No, COVID's been hard. I live with my mom, not bragging. And I, like, when we went into lockdown, I was like, I'm going to save my mom's life by not fucking. I'm going to do this. It's going to be great. But she didn't care. She swiped right on everything. Actually, no. She's only had sex with one person. The mailman. And my poor mom. No, COVID's been hard. It's been hard. I don't get to do the things that I love to do. Like, I really like to dance. I've actually taken a lot of dance classes. I know, you're thinking hip-hop, because I'm built low to the ground. But, and I love black men. But, I actually dance Argentine tango. Yeah, who wants to see a step? You want to see a tango step? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. It's really just getting pushed around, which I'm used to because I date men, so it's not too bad. But I managed to land my ass a boyfriend a few months ago, yeah. I'm so in love with his high tax bracket, and it's just amazing. Until one day, I found a picture of him and another girl in his underwear drawer. And I was like, sweetie, what's this? And he was like, oh, that's just my high school girlfriend. And I was like, but why do you look 40 in this picture? Oh, she's in high school. Okay. No, it turned out he had a fiancée in the Philippines. Yeah, so I lost to Olympia. So after we got married, no, I didn't marry that motherfucker. He like broke my heart, he did. And I was like, you know what? Like, I need a refresh, I need a vacation, like I need to like start over. And so I took all my money and I went to Argentina for a week. Because white ladies aren't the only people who could do that eat, pray, love shit. I can too. And I went to Argentina, and it was so amazing. It was like, I went out dancing every night. I put my boobs on so many men every night. That's my dream. Is that your dream, single man? Absolutely, that's good. Your dream is also your cousin across the table from you. And So that was too far. It's okay. I'll take you out behind the bar after the show. I'll make it up to you. So yeah, so I went to Argentina. This table is all excited, and you're the only ones with me right now, so I appreciate you. Now, back to boobs on men. Boobs on men in Argentina. I went out dancing every night. And one night I was dancing with this hot guy, so hot. He had like macho written all over his t-shirt. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, oh my God, it's not just my armpits that are moist. And so I was dancing with him and he was like, where are you from? And I was like, America. And he was like, no, seriously, where are you from? And I was like, America.
California.
He was like, well, what about your parents? America. Your grandparents fought in World War II for America. And that didn't rub him the right way. That wasn't the way that I'm going to rub you after the show, sir. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. He didn't like that at all. So he was like, you're chewing gum too loud in my ear. And also, you're a bad dancer. And I was like, well, we don't have to dance then. And I left him in the middle of the dance floor, went and sat off by the side, tried not to cry. And then the next song comes on, and it's my favorite song. And this like big Santa Claus looking white dude comes up and asks me to dance. And I love the big guys. I love them because you can just hang yourself on their belly. You just like hang, like it's a pillow made of kids' dreams and cotton candies. You're gonna have to gain a little weight, my friend. And he like took me around the dance floor, and he was like, oh, like he was chewing gum loudly in my ear, and was like, you're an amazing dancer. Where are you from? You must be from America. And I was like, oh, like that's when I knew he heard everything that had happened between me and the other guy. And so there is some good in the world, which is the wrong lesson to talk about during a comedy show. So let's talk about something else. I mean, that was like a good pick-me-up for my ego. Like, I don't seem, I seem kind of confident maybe on stage. I think I look fine, I'm fine. But everyone has one body part that they want to change about themselves, right? Everyone has one body part that they want to change. Just to be clear, mine is not my booty, because more jewelry and money, okay. No, but let's take another guess. You guys got the violin and the piano right off, so let's take another guess. On the count of 3, I want you to guess, what body part do I want to change the most about myself? And if you want to be a pussy, you can yell eyes. Okay? So what body part do I want to change about myself? 1, 2, 3. Breasts. That was like the nicest way to say tits that I've ever came across at a show. No, my parents are so proud of these. They're A+. I told this joke the other day. Someone was like, your fingers. You hate your fingers. And I was like, what's wrong with my fingers? They feel great inside of me. And so now what I want to change about myself is my chin. Like I'm just like Jasmine, like I'm really happy to be in this like mask place. Like I look in the mirror and I see this. Like makeup, ladies, like 2 pounds of bronzer from Target, like right here, like bam, Angelina Jolie. Yeah, so my time is almost up, but I have a couple more jokes for you all. So all my friends are having babies. Boo, boo for babies. Boo. I like I want to stay away from babies like so bad. I went to my gynecologist and I was like, I need an IUD. Like, make some noise if you know what an IUD is. All right, excellent. So they like stuff it up there and it keeps, the babies from happening. And my doctor, but like I couldn't get one because my gynecologist was like, oh my God, you're too tight. But I have one friend who like has a newborn and she's always like, oh my God, it's time for my next breastfeeding. Breastfeeding. The only thing I want suckling at my breast is a 6'4" black man. How tall are you, sweetie? All right, thanks everyone. I've been Jeannie.
Give it up for Jeen. Jeen knows once you go black, you don't go back. That's why I love me some black women. Like, oh, they check all black guys. I love me some queens. Like, for real, this is one thing you must know, fellas, because that's the cure for all the strife that we got going on in this world, all this stuff, this racism stuff going on. That's the cure, yo. Interracial sex, yo. Go find somebody from another race and fuck them. Yo, for real. Because you're not fucking just for yourself. Nah, you fucking for all your people. It's like, for real. There's one thing you gotta know, though. Don't fuck with a black girl here. She'll fuck you up. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's a local guy. You see him all around. We love him. Please make some noise for Ian Shippen.
Thank you, Paco. I like how everybody else up here was your friend, and I'm just some local guy. Wow, dude, I know. Paco's got a lot of energy, guys. I'm not even gonna try to match his energy, right? He's like a snort of cocaine in the morning, and you're just out like, woo, or something, I'm like a smooth glass of whiskey, I'll keep you company while you're waiting to get laid or something. I don't know. Here we go. I do have something to admit, guys. I did get high outside with Paco before the show. When I was in the back, you couldn't tell. Super high, guys. But we're gonna get through this together. It was kind of cool growing up because I would smoke weed in high school, and the entire time I was hiding it from my mother that I smoked weed, and I found out that she was hiding from me that she was smoking weed as an adult. Like this entire time, I could have just been, when she's like comes into my room, what's that smell? I could have been just like, you mom, you were that smell. Oh man, it's terrible. I've been losing weight, guys. I've been losing weight and working out a little bit. Yeah, thank you. My boss was telling me congratulations on your weight loss journey, right? Journey. The Polynesians crossed the Pacific Ocean using the night sky for navigation. Neil Armstrong traveled 240,000 miles in space to get to the moon. I just told Sheila at Subway to hold the mayonnaise on my turkey sandwich. That was my weight loss journey, guys. But I am down a size, everybody. I'm down a size. Yeah, thank you. I went from a Walmart large down to a Macy's large, everybody. It counts. I want to get a tattoo to kind of up my street cred with weight loss. A friend of mine stopped me. He's like, no, don't get a tattoo because as you lose weight, your skin's going to start to sag, and it's going to look nothing like it did when you originally got it. So I want to get a tattoo that works in the opposite direction. Like right now, everybody would look at it and be like, what is that? Like, I have no idea, but after 30 more pounds, it'll be a dragon. Great. I met this guy with this black X tattooed on his hand. I was like, what's up with that black X on your hand? He's like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't have sex. I'm like, I know lots of married people. What's up with that black X on your hand? It's not answering my question. Marriage, guys. Any married people in the house? Yeah. Is somebody else divorced? Is that you, Judy? Okay, yeah. Hey, give it up for divorced. Yeah, I'm at the age right now where all my friends are getting married, so their wives are telling them that they can't go out anymore, so they stop being my friends. The only thing keeping me going is that statistically 50% of them will be my friends again within the next 10 years. Divorce! Good shit. I went to the mainland for a while, and I came back to Hawaii, and it's great being back in Hawaii, right? Where I'm Filipino again, right? Filipinos in the house, yeah. Filipino again back in Hawaii, because when I was in California, I was Mexican. In New York, I was Puerto Rican. And when I drove through Virginia, guys, I was black in Virginia. That was not fun. When I came back here, they made me fill out this thing called an agriculture declaration form on the plane, right? It's like this form where you declare your fruits and vegetables. First of all, I think they could have taken one look at me and been like, Ian, you don't need to fill out this form. You obviously don't eat fruits and vegetables. But the messed up thing about this form, guys, is if you don't fill out this form, you can get fined up to $2,000 or spend up to a year in jail. But what they don't do is provide you with a pen. Like, instead you have to count on the kokua of your neighbor, and I've worked in offices my entire life, people, and I know if you lend somebody your pen, you're not seeing that shit ever again, right? And the lady next to me, she was eyeing me up. I knew she wanted to ask me for my pen, and just thinking, fuck you, you're going to jail. Like, I'm not getting my pen. No siree. I also like being back in Hawaii because I'm middle class in Hawaii, right? But that's just because half the people here are homeless. Yeah. Like this homeless lady outside came up to me. She was asking me for some change. She's like, I'm trying to get my kids back. And I'm thinking, are they stuck in a vending machine? What's going on? Somebody call the police. Do something. I had to move back to Hawaii for parental health reasons. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. My mom does have diabetes, everyone. Yeah. But I'm happy to say that my dad did survive his colon cancer surgery, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. They had to move part of his large intestines, so now he has a semicolon. It's a dad joke for my dad, guys. It's all I'm doing is dad jokes and stuff. But I had to move back because I'm Asian, you know, and I'm an only child. Any only children in the house? Yeah? I'm the only child? One only child, that's cool. I know, when you're an only child, you're either an unwanted accident or a wanted mistake, right? But like, my parents planned for me, guys. It's like planning a trip to Disney World for 9 months and you get there and the rides are all broken. Everything's overpriced. And just seems kind of gay. I don't know. Like, oh, somebody laughed a little too loud. My parents didn't think I was gay growing up. Like, they would cover my eyes during sex scenes in movies, but only when dudes were naked on screen. Like in Titanic, there would be 2 whole minutes of a topless Kate Winslet, absolutely nothing. But 10 seconds later, with a shirtless Leonardo DiCaprio, my mom's like, cover your eyes. I'm just like, okay. So stupid. Is it done? I was actually in the middle of a show, right where you're sitting. This lady was there, and she yelled out at me, are you gay? True story. And I said, no. And she's like, but you have such feminine qualities. So you're in her spot, do I? Alright, cool. If any of you single ladies here think I'm gay, meet me in the bathroom about 8 minutes. Show you how gay I am. Not gay the shit out of you. That was the rated R portion. Stupid. No, I can't tell those kind of jokes. I'm in a relationship, guys. I'm in a relationship. Where's my relationship people at? Yeah, okay, cool. You got it. I guess. Alright, yeah. It's kind of cool, you know, we're in a long-distance relationship, and long-distance relationships are like owning a house on the other side of the country. You know, one that's super expensive and is probably being used by squatters or something. But she flew. Thank you, Kendra. She flew back to visit me, guys. She flew back to visit me, and we were booking her flight on the phone. And she's into like those 50 Shades of Grey books. Is anybody into those 50 Shades of Grey books? Not as good as the movies, right? But she's in those 50 Shades of Grey books, and she's on the phone with me, and we're booking her flight. And she's like, Ian, when I get off this plane, I want you to tie me up. I want to be degraded. I want to be demeaned. And like, obviously, I'm not really into that, so we booked her flight on United. Took good care of her. If you didn't get that joke, read more Yahoo News. They tie up Chinese people. It's tough. But I told her to also bring a pen. Yeah, side note. But she stayed with me for a month, guys, and she has this weird thing regarding paper towels, as in we're not allowed to use them. I'll give you an example. I was cooking us dinner and I made a mess on the counter, and I went to wipe it up with a paper towel, and she's like, no, Ian, don't waste the paper towels. That's what the kitchen hand towel is for. I'm like, okay, geez Louise. I was washing my hands and went to dry them with a paper towel, and she's like, no, Ian, don't waste the paper towels. That's what the kitchen hand towel is for. I'm like, fine. Anyway, later on, I really had to like blow my nose. We were out of Kleenex and toilet paper, and all we had left was a paper towel. So I used the paper towels, ma'am. I did. And later on, she came home and saw the wadded up paper towels in my trash can, and she thought that I had used the paper towels to clean up after I had some alone time by myself. And I was like, baby, no, I would never do that. That's what the kitchen hand towel is for. It's many uses. That's stupid. We did this cool thing called a cheat list. Does anybody hear that? Right? It's creating a list of people that you're allowed to sleep with if you ever met them in real life. And I had people on my list like Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman, and she ended up having people on her list like her coworker Dave. So I'm single now, guys. Where's my single people at in the house? Yeah, all right. It's kind of weird being single. Like, the only women that I seem to have success with are women from work, right? But they tell you not to do that because you're not supposed to shit where you eat. But where else are you going to find a pool of women that have passed a criminal background check, credit check, and mandatory drug testing? Right? Like, I'm thinking going to HR and being like, hey, can you test for STDs too? I don't want any diseases. Is everybody here aware of like the boob man, butt man concept? I cleaned it up a little bit. Like, guys prefer one over the other, boobs over butts. Clap if you're a boobs man. 2 people, all right? Ladies, you can participate in this too. Clap if you're a butt man. All right. I don't think that was everybody in the room, but I am 100% a butt man, guys. And that's because women keep walking away from me. Where are you going? Like, I like confidence. I want to be able to just walk up to a lady and be like, hey, you want to come back to my place and watch a movie or make a movie? You know, throw in some like hip action or something. I don't have that kind of confidence in me, guys. I have to use more realistic pickup lines like, hey, does middle class security turn you on? Do medical benefits make you horny? I don't think that women are as good at men at pickup lines. They use the same one on me every time. They're always like, let's just be friends. Like, I don't know. I get friend zone easy. Like, I'm the poster boy for the friend zone. Like, women don't want to date me. They want to go out to dinner and a movie and have me pay for it. And I can't understand the difference. Like, when I'm hanging out with a girl, like, she always invites me over to her house and I end up doing her favors or something. Like, I think it's a date. I end up doing her favors. I'll give you an example. I went over to this one girl's house, right? And she opens her door and she's like, hey, Ian, can you go pick up some beer? And I'm like, yeah, of course I could pick up some beer. So I leave to go pick up some beer. And then I get back to her place and she opens up her beer. I'm about to open up mine. And she's like, wait, before you do that, can you help me move some boxes upstairs? They're too heavy for me. And I'm like, yeah, of course I can help you move boxes upstairs. And then the boxes end up being too heavy for me, so I have to divide them into like 15 smaller boxes, and I get all of them upstairs, and I'm ready to chill. And she's like, Ian, can you do me a favor? Can you clean out my gutters? They're a total wreck right now, and I'm so afraid of heights. And I'm like, yeah, of course I can clean out your gutters, and I'm afraid of heights too. We have so much in common. So I clean out her gutters, and then I'm ready to hang out, and then she's like, Ian, I just found out that I'm about to be evicted. Can I stay with you for 2 months until I find a new place to live? And I'm like, yeah, of course you can stay with me for 2 months until you find a new place to live. And she's like, can I bring my boyfriend? And I'm like, yeah, of course you can bring your boyfriend. And her boyfriend's name was Keone, and he was buff and better looking than me, and walked around the house completely naked, sat in my favorite chair, and his balls were in my chair, and my chair now smells like his balls, all because I'm a nice fucking guy.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, fucking Keone. Yeah, that's what happens when you're a nice guy. Yeah, I remember I went out on a date with this one girl, and it's our first date, and I thought it went really well. And then she called me up later, and she's like, oh, why didn't you make a move on the first date? And I was like, oh, I was trying to be a gentleman. I was trying to be a nice guy. She's like, nice guys finish last. Yeah. She found out on our third date that nice guys, we finish first. We finish first, guys. I dated a younger woman for a while. I knew that she was a younger woman because she uses terms like sus and fan. Anybody else? Where I use terms like skedaddle. I don't know. I'm trying to say I'm an old soul, guys. Any old souls in the house here? Yeah, kind of. I'm an old soul. I like saying skedaddle. I like watching shows like Murder, She Wrote and Matlock, right? I like to 69 in bed, but only so that we can massage each other's feet. That's my dream. Like, I am an old soul. I even got like an old person disease. I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder, or BED for short, which is exactly where I like to binge eat everybody. Just right in bed. But I got food stains all over the mattress, guys, so I had to get a new mattress. Cost me $1,500, guys. $1,500. So I'm definitely not eating in it. I'm also not fucking 69ing or sleeping in it. I'm just staring at the thing. It's so expensive. But it's like an old man bed, see? It's an old man bed, man. If you push the button, the back goes up so you can watch Murder, She Wrote better. So it's just like... So how much more time do I have, Paco? 2 minutes? That's also how I fuck in the new bed, Paco. Just... Yeah, I'm a power bottom now. Stupid. Oh, man. I have a cousin and she has kids. The younger one, like, it's kind of cool. The younger one, his name's Zane. He's 6, and our favorite thing to do together is watch Disney Channel original movies, right? We were watching Disney Channel movies one day, and I was like, hey, Zane, have you ever realized that no matter how bad the bad guy is, at the end of the day, his only punishment is getting kicked in the crotch? And he's like, Uncle Ian, what does crotch mean? I'm thinking, shit, I'm not supposed to be teaching him any new words, right? I had to think fast. It's a person's lap. 2 days later, he comes running up to me and his mother. He's like, Uncle Ian, can I sit on your crotch again? That made family reunions awkward. Like, the older one, she wanted me to have the talk with him because she found porn on his computer, right? And I didn't know how to do that because obviously I watch a lot of porn. So I was just like, here's how you clear your browser history. Any questions, comments, concerns? I've got this kitchen hand towel for you if you need one. I know, but that whole thing made me realize that I want kids, right? The problem is I'm a millennial. We're into that whole instant gratification thing. I want kids now. So I looked into adoption. Guys, it costs $10,000 to adopt a baby. $10,000. So great. Here's $10,000. Thank you for my baby. Now I have no money to feed the baby. Now he's back up for adoption. Like, I think they need a humane society for babies. Like, I don't need one of those high-end $10,000 babies. I'll take a rescue. Like, all right, guys, that's it for me. Let's give it up for our host, Paco Loco, everyone.
Ian Shippen. I don't know if y'all knew, but I started a new job. I don't know if y'all know I started a new job. I work in radio now. Like, it's messed up because I work for a country station now. Now I'm starting to like country music. You know what I mean? It's like when they force feed you, but like, you know what? I mean, I'm starting to feel it because I'm a DJ and I DJ a lot of events. And I love hip-hop music, but hip-hop's taking a turn that I don't know if I can go there, yo. Like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm old school with it. I remember that Biggie Smalls, like, they told stories and set settings and established character. Like, who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eyes to see who's this paging me and why. It's my man Pop from the barbershop. Told me he was in the gambling spot. Heard the intricate plot. Like, yo, that's a story. That's a whole story. I'll be listening to the hip hop nowadays. Let me recite some new hip hop. You know what I mean? Let me get the new hip hop. Let me sing one of the #1 songs out there. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. That's verse 1. Let me give you verse 2. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Like, oh man, I don't know. Like, but I mean, I like country music because hip hop, all the problems today, it's all about Bugattis and Louis. I don't got none of that, you know, like none of that. But I do like whiskey, and I had my heart broken. Like, I mean. You know what I mean? Those country songs be, I'm like, ooh, damn, like, now I need a shot of whiskey. I drive a truck, like, damn, I'm with it, like. Plus, white women are real easy, too, so, like. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you one of my favorite comedians. He's a friend, because Ian is not my friend. I was like, I need y'all to make some noise for Joe Carr.
What's up with the what's up? Bro. I'm kidding, I'm not Jamaican. I got you though. Got you. How's everybody doing tonight? No? Nothing? Do I have to do it again? What's up with the what's up? good to see everybody out. Everything's getting back to normal. Who's glad that everything's getting back to normal? Yeah, me neither. I am not stoked about that at all. I wonder, does anybody feel me on that? Everything's getting back to normal? I am not stoked about it at all. Like, I guess some people don't understand, like people with careers and direction in life don't understand. For people like me, with a fake career like stand-up comedian, COVID was like this wonderful, magical time period where nothing anybody did mattered. Right? It was great. You could wake up at the crack of 2 p.m., masturbate, play video games, eat an entire box of Lucky Charms, masturbate again, binge watch Tiger King. It was freaking amazing. God, I love that so much. And if anybody gave you shit for it, you could just be like, I'm just trying to save my grandma over here, okay? But your grandma's been dead for 5 years. Well, I'm trying to save your grandma. Shit, leave me alone. It was so good. I called up my weed dealer the other day. He was like, nah, man, I can't do it. I just got a full-time job. I'm like, no! Life is getting back to normal. Why? You know how I know life's getting back to normal? Asian people. People are starting to think of us, almost starting to think of us as crazy rich again. Right? They need to like come out with Crazy Rich Asians 2 and 3 back to back just to keep that PR campaign plowing forward. Like I was walking here on the way over here, and a guy was like, hey, Jackie Chan. I'm like, hey. Whereas this time last year, he would have been like, hey, you bat soup eating disease bag. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I believe I'll take my bat soup to go then. Thanks. Jeez. And I'm Chinese too. It made stuff extra hard. You know, like it got to the point where like I wasn't ever afraid of getting COVID last year. You know what really made me afraid? Sneezing loudly in public. That gave me nightmares. Anxiety attacks and shit. Just a look of disgust and mistrust on people's faces. You know, I remember once I was in a crowded elevator and I felt an allergy attack coming on. So I just shit my pants instead. That's what I did. Seemed like the less awkward thing to do at the time. You know what I mean? Man, tough being Asian last year. Another thing I learned about Asian people last year and this year is that Asian people, we don't riot about fucking anything. Doesn't matter. You can push our grandma down in the middle of the street. We'll be like, don't do that again. Or I'll have to tell you not to do that again a second time. Like, could you not? Yeah, sometimes I think we should riot, you know? The only way to get taken seriously in this world. Like, I need like 50 angry Asian people to go to Waikiki and burn down fucking P.F. Chang's. Can we do that? Can we do that one time? It's like, I'm tired of these small penis jokes. Avocado egg rolls? What the fuck is that? Burn it down. No, we don't riot about anything. You know, we don't get mad. I don't get mad about the small penis jokes anymore. Real funny. I used to get mad about those, you know, but then I like actually started, you know, like learning about life and dating girls and having sex and stuff, and I realized that nothing is better for a man's sexual confidence than women that have absolutely no expectations of them whatsoever. It's so good. You know what sucked? Being a guy that's built like Dwayne The Rock Johnson and having a 5-inch penis. That'd be just disappointment all the time. Whereas on me, it looks fucking amazing. It's all about perspective, people. That's why I stopped working out. It's like you can make your penis grow just by losing weight and not eating. No, tell me more. That's amazing. Not enough angry people. Here's the thing, like the whole stop Asian hate thing. The reason that old Asian people get knocked down into the middle of the street is because not enough Asians are willing to go to jail over it. That's really what it comes down to, right? Are there any Asian people to clap for that? No? Okay, I understand. But at the same time, it's really good just to be noticed now, Asian people. We've been so invisible for so long. I just wanna like milk this stop Asian hate thing for all it's worth. You know, like the next time a white person even slightly brushes up against me, I'm just gonna take a flop like LeBron James. I'm just like, oh my god! Oh, hate crime! There was contact! Where's the ref? What the fuck? Free throw, come on! God damn it. Every time during the playoffs. I used to do comedy in Los Angeles. Anybody from Los Angeles here? No? Really? What part? Who am I talking to? Sherman Oaks? I used to live there. Yeah. One thing I noticed, like I did comedy there. A lot of angry Asian dudes in Los Angeles. And what are they angry about? They're angry that all the Asian women in LA predominantly date white dudes. Yeah, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I used to get angry about that too, but now I don't get angry about that anymore. Because I discovered that nature will find a way, you guys. It doesn't matter if it's a white man with an Asian woman, or an Asian man with a white woman, because the babies will always come out looking super Asian. It's amazing. It's like a trick of genetics. I love that shit. People forget, we don't look like much now, but that's 2,000 years of Genghis Khan's savage-ass DNA. Just burning and marauding over your weak European cells. Y'all are weak! What was it, the last plague that almost wiped out white people, the Black Plague? Well, maybe you guys should have thought of, I don't know, taking your shoes off before entering the house. You ever thought of that? Basic fucking hygiene. I understand. It's true though, Asian genes are strong. I have 3 Chinese cousins and they all married white dudes. And when you look at their family photos, it looks like 3 Apple executives visiting an iPhone factory. Just fucking surrounded by thousands of Chinese babies. What the fuck? Been married for 2 years. What is this, a brood nest? Starting a shoe factory I want in. But that isn't to say that I'm not a total hypocrite. They say that one man's trash is another man's treasure, and my girlfriend is 100% white treasure, you guys. Oh man, what a treasure. What a white treasure she is. Complete with an Adderall addiction and everything. Oh, I got the full package on that one. Where the white girls at? Love you guys. Love the white girls. Where you at? Make some noise.
Right here.
Yeah? Hell yeah. Love the white girls. Here's the thing, in my experience, white women are the least racist, most open-minded people there are on Pornhub. They are. On Pornhub. Everywhere else, white girls can be a little racist, but on Pornhub, open-minded as hell, you know what I mean? Just down for whatevs. This is true, I know you'll look this up later tonight, sir. You can go on Pornhub, and in the search engine, you can put in any noun at all, plus white female, and something's gonna pop up. You'd be parking cone plus white female. Look at that, 3 pages. White girls having sex with parking cones. That's amazing. It's like porno improv almost. You're like, oh, can I get a destination, a historical figure, and some white girls? Oh, look at that. Videos of a white girl having sex with Abraham Lincoln in the Taj Mahal. That's amazing. But as you can tell, I'm not particularly Asian myself. I'm what you call a banana, yellow on the outside, white on the inside. Right? The most Asian thing I do now is when my girlfriend gets mad at me, I turn into an old Korean liquor store owner. I'm just I don't want no trouble, lady. I don't want no trouble. You hurry up and buy. What else was I going to talk about tonight? I talk about that. Here's the other thing that's weird. This is probably not going to go over well, but after the I thought the pandemic was going to bring about world peace almost. You know what I mean? With everybody locked up, it was the only way. The skies over China cleared, all the pollution cleared. We had a mass shooting epidemic before that all ended for a whole year. And then Tier 4 comes and suddenly there's just mass shootings all over the place. Again, it's really messed up. You know what I mean? But and plus all the other problems are happening. But it made me think maybe we can this is going just as bad as I thought it would. But I'm gonna keep plowing forward. I'll get to it. How would America feel? This always bothered me. How would America feel if one day a convicted pedophile accidentally stopped a school shooting? How would we feel about that? You know what I mean? Some angry kid's got his backpack full of guns and some pedophile in his van just goes, oh, that looks like a sweet taste. He'll just grab that guy. See, everybody thinks that's terrible, but it's actually the best case scenario. When you think about it, no innocent kids got killed. And a murderer got raped by a pedophile. Or the kid kills the pedophile. It's just win-win all the way. Okay. We'll talk about happier topics. Anybody here trying to eat healthier? I've been trying to eat healthier. Go vegan. You know, I haven't been able to do it all the way. I've just cut it down. I only eat the ugly animals now. That's how I cut it down. Nothing cute, like even chickens. We'll see. But my girlfriend, she wanted me to try an Impossible burger the other day. You know what that is? It's like the vegan hamburger. Right? I tried it. Like good news and bad news. The bad news is it doesn't exactly taste like beef. But the good news is they genetically modified the plants to feel pain and have a sense of their own mortality. So I feel like it's a good step forward, right? I wish that would happen. I wish one day scientists just were like, hey, we just discovered that spinach has thoughts and feelings and writes poetry and shit. Just to see, it was like, all right, what now, vegans? What are you gonna do now? I was like, oh yeah, well, we've come up with a new plantless hamburger. It's made out of 50% drywall and 50% topsoil. And it almost tastes like a vegan hamburger. It's like, oh, that sounds delicious. That's amazing. I don't have any. Okay, so I got a lot of like weird jokes that don't go anywhere. You guys like impressions? She's like, fuck it. This is my impression of her in the front row right now. I guess. No, I'll do a real impression. All right. This is. You guys familiar with Mortal Kombat? You seen the Mortal Kombat movie? Yeah. All right. This is my impression of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat arguing with his girlfriend. All right, Scorpion from Mortal Kombat arguing with his girlfriend. Get over yourself! All right, that's it. That's all. That's all it is. All right, I got a one-liner for you now. I'm actually saying, I might as well say I got a knock-knock joke, right? I got a one-liner for you. Okay, because we're asking the real questions here, the big questions. Here's my question to you. If you're getting your ass eaten by an epileptic person, would you call that a seizure salad? I'm just wondering. Stop. Should be ashamed of yourselves laughing at that. Should be ashamed of yourselves. I'll do something worse. So, anybody else Chinese here? One person? Okay. No, you aren't. So I'm going to give you, I always like to close out with a little bit of facts about the Chinese, some Chinese facts, if you will. Fact number one about the Chinese that you might not know is that we have the world's greatest women's high diving team. Do you guys know that? It's fucking amazing. The Chinese women's high diving team, they win the gold medal every single Olympics. But it's not a fluke, you guys. These women are trained from birth. Because in China, whenever a little baby girl is born, as her parents are tossing her into the nearest river, every now and then one of them will do like a triple somersault and swim to the other side. And that's gold medal winner, right? No, not that, right there. Perfect entry, no splash. Reel at the net, we gotta keep her. These are facts, people. Facts about the Chinese. Fact number two is that Yao Ming is actually 5 Chinese gymnasts stapled together. I bet you guys didn't know that. He's actually our version of Voltron. Because individually we're very weak. And your third Chinese fact, ladies and gentlemen, is that it was just Chinese New Year recently. The Chinese calendar, the zodiac, is not actually a calendar at all, people. It's actually an ancient Chinese takeout menu. And you can tell when you look at it. You got cow, chicken, pig, snake. What about the dragons, Joel? Everybody else. What about the dragons? We ate them all right? We ate all the dragons because a long time ago an old Chinese man discovered that dragon horn will give you like a 6-hour erection. And that was it. That was it for all the dragons in the world. That's actually the basis for all Chinese cooking. Does it give you one of these? Okay, I'll eat it. I don't care what it is. I'll eat it. Maybe I'll do one more. Yeah, okay. I can't think of it though. That's okay. Thank you, everybody. I'm Joel Cobb.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Cobb. Give it up for yourself.
yourselves, because this has been the last show at Hawaiian Brides in this particular stage. We're going to be continuing all the comedy over at the next stage. And please follow us on all our social media. My social media is not even up here. It's Paco Loco Comedy and Instagram, and also Paco Loco on Facebook, and Paco Loco Puerto Rican BBC on Pornhub. Go look it up. But you know what? Y'all want a Hana Ho? Y'all know what a Hana Ho is? What Hana Ho is an encore. Y'all want one more? When I say Hana, y'all say Ho. Hana. Hana. When I say Hana, y'all say Ho. Hana. Hana. Ladies and gentlemen, just because Juneteenth is this Saturday, y'all, we're gonna keep it real for the culture. Make some noise for Nico Butler.
What up? How y'all doing? Nigga, alright, fuck y'all all in. I don't care. Shit. Oh, y'all just staring at me like, yo, did that first nigga just gain all that weight so quick? What's up, black people? How's it going? Shit. I really wish there was more niggas at the Blue Note. The guys that just came from there, there's so many white people. I never knew what it was like to be on an auction block. I feel like only the black people get that one. Whatever. Guys, anybody here dating? No! Listen, single ass motherfucker. Nah, nigga, what about it? Nah, man, I've been trying to date. Y'all dating? I mean, it could be date night. Listen, if y'all going home and fucking after this, then it's a date. Alright? Yeah, man. Nah, but see, this thing. One of my friends recently, she told me that you can tell a lot by what type of man you are based off the woman that throws themselves at you. Clearly you make good choices, sir. And apparently I ain't shit, okay? Because I was walking down the street in Waikiki, and a homeless lady walked up to me and she was like, hey, I'll send you dick for $20. Man, I didn't know I looked so desperate. She's like, do I look like I need a $20 dick suck, man? Like, you look kind of dirty. Man, you live in a Barbie dream house box, bitch. That means there's a piece of plastic out in the world doing better than you. Like, okay, $10, 10. No, she's like, I'm not a whore, I'm not a whore. But yeah, because whores have all their teeth. You're a crackhead, man. I love how this whole group of niggas just stood up and said, nah, we good. You could just do your thing, boy. That's it. Are they? Are they? They tell you to say that. So, bro, I don't know where she got that. She got that at Ross. She could be like, listen, I'll lose the $10. Fuck it. Man. I'm going to New York on Friday. Yeah, man. I told my mom I was going to New York, and she was like, hey, baby, be careful out there. A lot of sex trafficking. Excuse me, ma'am? Excuse me? First off, I don't think a pimp wants a 27-year-old fat comedian. And besides, like, who's paying a fucking dude? Like, every gay dude I know is out here fucking. And every girl I know out here that's trying to get some dick just goes outside like, hey, what's up? Man. Low-key, dudes are probably easy to fuck, man. Like, I've never tried it, but if I had to buy one on the black market, I'm not going over $6. All the women still not coming back home. What you do, man? It's fine. Whatever, dude. Who cares? Listen, you do a great show at the Blue Note. Come here, everybody's looking at you like, can you wrap this up, nigga? I got pussy to get after this. It's fine. I don't care. Whatever. I'm gonna tell about one more joke. I'm gonna tell a joke and a half. I've been trying to lose weight recently, but no, man, I'm trying to look cute for somebody's daughter in 2025. I ate a salad yesterday. I hope that does the trick. Wow. No, man, Doritos, man, they great. Doritos are like the international food for fat people. Like anything you could continue eating after you're done eating it, definitely marketed for the fatties. There's just so much going on, but nothing at all. Sir, in the black shirt in the front, you all right? You good? All right. Couple behind them, you good? The lady's like, please don't start with me. Man. Yo, you look like Dana White. Anybody ever told you that? Listen, whatever, you ain't got money like him. It's fine. I'm broke too. Kind of look like you own a boat a little bit. I mean, white people with collared shirts fits the description. But guys, that's my time. I'm out of here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has concluded the show. I'd like to thank you all so much for coming out. Don't forget to please check our schedules for shows at the Slack House. I wish he was Dana White, because I want to fight Mayweather, yo. I'll get my ass whooped for $20 million, for real. Like, I've done worse for less. My name Paco Loco. Thank you.
Last week. It's too fucking tired to come out. Or was it the other week? When were you up here? Last week? 2 weeks ago? I think it was.
Last week we did the road. I was at Blue Note tonight. Audience in Blue Note was like, top 5 ever years I've ever performed. You been doing improv?
You know how Larissa and like those guys have a space?
Yeah. I saw you at last time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't know, do you know what happened to that space?
Bro,
Because I know,
there's so much shit going on.
because I know they were trying to fix this shit up.
There's like lawsuits and it's bad.
What's up, dog?
It's not good. How you doing?
How are you doing?
Whole bag. Like, but yeah, there's like, last I heard was